Let's talk about fading traditions. Good day to you. It is Josh Baker, the owner of Cinderella's Wedding DJs, and I'm here to tell you about fading traditions. Long ago, there were traditions such as chocolate fountains and ice sculptures, and those have gone away a long time ago with our parents and our grandparents. About 10 years ago, the bridal party dance was axed from everybody's wedding because it's uncomfortable. Nobody wants to dance with somebody that's not their date, their husband, or their wife, and they probably just met yesterday. It's kind of weird, and it's an awkward 3 to 4 minutes on the dance floor for everyone involved. So that's been gone for like 10 years. These are the new old traditions, the ones that are going away. Let's start with number one, the bouquet and garter. Okay, so the bouquet toss is still kind of hanging around. However, the entire garter portion of things, that's gone. The bride does not want you up her dress in front of her friends and family. And then that second really weird part where the guy that catches the garter puts it on the girl that caught the bouquet. Ew.
Ew! Get off of me! Ugh, as if!
That could be your cousin or somebody you don't know, and clearly probably not someone that you came to the wedding with. So just scrap that. In fact, I think I'm just going to pull that out of our planner packet altogether. Next, number two, bridal party entrances. Bride and groom, awesome. Come on in. We're going to have a great time bringing you into the room. But the bridal party entrance, that's fading out. And I started to wonder why, and I think I narrowed it down. The key here is it's a pain in the ass, right? You have to make sure that you've rounded up your bridal party. You've already done this all day with pictures, and now you got to do it again for an arbitrary entrance. And you've got to worry about, proper pronunciations, a groomsman that's not in the room that somebody's got to go find. Then the groomsman comes back and the person that went to go find him's gone. And it's just kind of, not needed, to be honest with you. Let's cut to the chase, have the bride and groom come in, do the toasts, and get on with it. Get on to dinner. And then after dinner, parents' dances, first dance, and then we're dancing. Let's get to the party. Number three, speaking of formal dances, full-length formal dances. Now, the bride and groom's first dance, that's not often cut down, but, not everybody wants to be the center of attention all the time. So a lot of times, we'll cut that song down. I like to do a little, nonverbal communication in the moment in case you're in the moment and you want to keep going. And, of course, I explain that on our phone calls. But more importantly, the father-daughter and the mother-son dances. Now, I have seen these also cut out in their entirety, just, family dynamics, that type of thing. But I've also, and more often now, seen them cut short, like a minute 30. Maybe dad or mom can't do a full 3 minutes. Makes sense, right? Maybe they just don't want to. So the third thing that is really getting pushed out is the full-length formal dances. Now, on the horizon, the things that they're a little tired. Let's just put it that way. The anniversary dance, where you get all of the married couples on the dance floor, and then you slowly kick them off. So the people that have been married for 5 years or less basically gets 5 seconds or less on the dance floor for that. Then we make our way up until we find out who's been married the longest. It kind of feels like an auctioning of people's anniversaries. But you get to the end, it's kind of cute. It's still kind of there, but I can see this one falling off in the next couple of years, if not sooner. Number two on the horizon is the formal cake cutting. A lot of people, in fact, I have bride and groom this weekend, they're opting to do donuts. They are going to do a formality with it, but, you don't have to. Maybe you spent a couple $1,000s on a beautiful cake, and you got sheet cakes in the back that are just as good taste-wise, but you want this cake to be the centerpiece of the evening for basically the whole evening. You're going to take that top home for your anniversary, but, ultimately you don't want to just gash the cake. You want it to be a piece of art for the entire evening. So a lot of formal cake cuttings are going away for that reason alone. And number three, and we're all going to rejoice for this one. We're all going to rejoice for this one. Long speeches. Nobody has a long attention span anymore. It's why I don't do 30-minute videos. I try to keep my videos between 5 and 10 minutes because people they stop paying attention. So when dad goes on for 20 minutes, if there's anybody following dad, nobody cares anymore. So we want to keep those speeches between like 3 and 5 minutes total. You know, you don't want to go longer than that. If you go longer than 3 minutes, honestly, I think that you've lost the room anyway. So long speeches are going away for short and sweet speeches. Because right now, we used to just trend on 2 toasts and a blessing. Now we're trending more like 4 speeches and a blessing, 5 speeches and a blessing. You've got 5 speeches at 5 minutes apiece. That's 25 minutes of people sitting in their chairs waiting for dinner. They just want to eat, people, so they can go drink and see you on the dance floor later. So these are the traditions that I am seeing fade away. Give that consideration when you're filling out your planner forms, you're talking to your photographer. I'm going to do a video on a few things that are coming into trend next week, I think. Just got to get that all put together. But in the meantime, think about these traditions and think about setting them to the side, because there's nobody there to pressure you anymore on these things. You can do what you want and not do what you don't want to do. All right, check out some of the gig logs, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and follow us on Facebook, and check out all of our videos from the past because we've got some really good stuff there as well. And I'll see you at the next wedding.